Hey there, fellow Chalkin' friends. It's Megan Maria, your independent Chalk Couture designer. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I know. Totally a bizarre time of day, right? But I'm so trying to fit this in to my crazy, crazy week. So I appreciate all of you bearing with me as I have my last week of summer with my kids before they all go back to school. Hey, Carol. Welcome to our Chalkin' party. Okay, so we are going to have a super fun little project, but it's not a little project. And because of my crazy week, we're going to do it in some stages. So there's 2 steps to this board. I think we're going to do it in 2. And I have time today, at least at this point of the day, to do the first step. So let's back the bus up and talk about everything that we have to talk about. First of all, if you can please, even if you are watching the replay, it still helps me tremendously if you're watching my replay. So if you can share my video, I greatly appreciate it. It helps me tremendously when you do that. So even if you're watching the replay, please hit that button. Thank you very, very much. So I'm Maria, or Making Maria, as I like to call myself. I am a Chalk Couture independent designer. Chalk Couture is a truly amazing company. From the top down, between the support and the product and all the amazing things that they offer, not just from a creativity standpoint, but from a training, development, leadership, all that good stuff. They are really, really a fantastic company. So I'm really lucky to be a part of them. And what they make is adhesive silkscreen transfers that are so cool because they are reusable and you can make things over and over and over again. You can get creative with them. You can use pieces from one transfer on another transfer, which is kind of what we're going to do here tonight. So we're going to take some different pieces on these boards and kind of mix them together a little bit. But Chalk Couture makes adhesive silkscreen transfers. We make Chalkology paste, which is a chalk paste that dries semi-permanent. It's very hard when it dries. It can be removable with water, but it's, you know, not runny. It dries like similar to paint, but not paint. We offer Chalkology or Couture ink, which is permanent when heat set, so then you can do things on fabric and ceramics and all kinds of fun things like that. And then we offer all the tools you need to make your crafting experience as truly stress-free as humanly possible. Hey, Janine, welcome to our Chalkin' party. Congratulations on your big win the other day. I was excited to see your little name come up. Okay, so let me show you what we're doing. So I have these boards, and I'm kind of obsessed with them, really, quite honestly. I am totally obsessed with these boards. And I can't even show you the whole board. They're so big. But they are 4 feet. And I think the next time I make them, I'm going to make them 5 feet. Just because of some of the things I want to do to them, I can't do them. But you've seen these all over the place, right? They're the super cute and adorable signs that everybody's making, and they sit by their front door. Well, when I started taking pictures of my front door for you guys, when I do things like my boxes are arriving or something, I kind of noticed that my front door is really, really boring. It's just a door. I mean, I don't even think I have a wreath on it at this time of year. So it needs some jazzing up. So I decided to make one of these boards. Now my husband routed it for me, so it has some really cute little edges. But, you know, in true Maria fashion, right? I can't just make one. I'm totally obsessed with them. So I have lots of them that we're going to make. But this one is a gray stained one, which is probably the one I'll use at my house just because I love the gray. But my house isn't really gray. So we might end up using the one that I have down here that I'm going to show you in a minute. But what we have is, the nice thing about them is you can do both sides. So this is my thinking. We're going to do just a plain old welcome sign on one side. And then on the other sides, we're going to do Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Fall, trick or treat. You know, go big or go home, people, right? Let's make some really fun things with these boards. So I have a few of them. Some of them I've stained, some of them I've painted, and for those of you that are my local peeps, and I'm noticing, hey, everybody that's new and joining us, not a lot of our local peeps are actually watching. So, but you'll all watch the replay, I'm confident. If you're local, I will do a workshop with these if you want one. So what we have is the company came out with these individual, they're meant to be monogram letters, and they're big. And I'm sorry, I know you have the sheen, so it's hard for you to see them until I take them out. but the letters are 4.5 inches long. So these are big letters, so they need to go on a big board. So I bought them all to spell out welcome. So we're gonna stick welcome down the middle. That's our second step to our board. And we'll see, because you know, that requires like centering things and lining things up. Just not always my strong point, right? Hey Kim, hey Jack, hey Tammy, welcome everybody. Hey Carol, I think I said hi Carol already. Hi Carol. Hi Carol again, new grandma. And Janine, welcome everybody. So these are our fun little letters. So we could make all kinds of fun things with these letters. You could make just a monogram with them. We're gonna spell out words with them. Home, welcome, Christmas, you know, fun things. I didn't order them all. I really did not order the entire alphabet. I do have a friend that ordered the entire alphabet, but I did not order the entire alphabet. I only ordered most of it. So, but what I want to do on our boards is they can't just say welcome, right? They need a little jazzing up. Hi again, Carol. Carol, I can say hi to you all kinds of times in a day because I think about you often throughout the day. Isn't that wild? It's crazy. All right, so they need a little jazzing up. So on this one, what I want to do is I want to put a flower up on top and then the welcome. So that's the step that we're going to do on this one today. On this one, what I want to do is I want to buffalo plaid it. This is the, and don't, it's not clean. Don't look too close. But this is the mini buffalo plaid. So I want to mini buffalo plaid the entire board and put welcome over the mini buffalo plaid. That's my thought on this one. Then I have one that I painted black that I have this amazing trick-or-treat transfer that we're gonna get really creative with. And we're gonna do, because it's not meant to go long, so we're gonna get really creative with that one. We're gonna do trick-or-treat down one side and some cobwebs. We're gonna make it look spooky, and we might have to put our cute and adorable little skeleton guy on there because I'm obsessed with him. The other thing I thought was, you know, that cute little nutcracker guy, maybe some nutcrackers across the top of it, and then welcome for the holidays. Because they're two-sided, you can have just a everyday welcome on one side and a holiday on the other, and then you get, you know, double bang for your buck. Look at that. I'm saving me money today. My poor husband, really, you know, he loves me. Yeah, somebody's got to. Hey, Verge, welcome to our Chalk and Party. So, what I want to do on this one is we're just going to put our flower here. Oh, I can't wait to see that Halloween one. Oh, Carol. Okay, so the Happy Halloween, if you want to see the transfer, which of course is in the other room, is it's a gothic trick-or-treat if you want to check it out on the website. It's so cool. Oh my goodness, it's so cool. And last year there was a spider web transfer that I happen to have, so we're going to put spider webs around it, and then we'll have to actually line up every single letter because it goes across the board. It's meant to be. We're actually going to do it on my not my Aiden board, that really pretty Verity chalkboard, that crazy expensive beautiful one. We're going to do it on that one, the way it's meant to be done. But then we're going to do it down here. And then on the other side, I'm going to do Christmas because I think the black with the little nutcrackers on the top will be super cute. So I've been working on these for a while. So I want to get them started so you guys can kind of see them. But again, this is a many step project because it's many different boards. So if you want a workshop, I'm more than happy to do a workshop with these boards. Hey, Clarissa. Oh my goodness, welcome, Clarissa. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there's a rock star in our house. Everybody say hey to Clarissa. She's a total rock star. All right, so we're obviously not doing this whole transfer. This is the modern floral. You've seen me use this transfer on many different things. I love the flowers on this transfer. So what we're going to simply do is we're going to put one flower on the top, and then we're going to put the welcome down the middle of it. And I wanted to try to do this particular flower. It's going to have to go off the board because it's not going to completely fit, which is okay. I don't mind it off the board. Just trying to keep it a little bit centered. But all we're doing is the flower at this point in time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live at my normal time tonight. I might not. It depends. on how the rest of my day goes. But if I go live later, we'll do the rest of it today. Otherwise, we'll finish it up as we go this week. I didn't wax my board. Oh well, it's too late now. I have it down, right? So because I'm not doing the whole thing, I don't really want all the pieces to it. I need to remind myself where to stop. Because once I start chalking, and once I start chalking, the next thing you know, I have chalk where I don't want it. So I am going to remind myself that I am stopping here. Because otherwise I will just keep going. Plus, this is going to help me because these flowers actually go into each other. So it's going to provide a little bit of a barrier so that it doesn't keep going. And then I'm just going to go here. So that's how you can kind of make a transfer stop when it's not meant to be stopped, is you just put a piece of painter's tape down, and then it provides that barrier, and then you don't have to worry about chalking where you didn't want to chalk. The other thing you can do is it'll wash off this board, because even though I didn't wax it, it is that type of surface that it'll just wash off if I get it where I don't want it. Okay, so that's my reminder. I'm truly only doing this flower, and I don't know that I necessarily want, you know, if you not going to be able to figure out that the whole thing was there, probably going to stop up here too. With this guy, I just don't want him at all. And then the gray board, we're going to do the mini buffalo plaid on, because you all know I'm obsessed with the mini buffalo plaid. And then I'm going to take some pictures by my front door when we ever have these all done, which who knows when that will ever happen. And then you guys can vote. Which one should be on Maria's front door? Okay, should I skip this one? Yeah, because you're not gonna be able to tell. It's just gonna be a stem. You're only gonna see the stem of this guy. So we're gonna get rid of this guy too. All right, so I don't want to chalk in those places. The rest of this entire top I'm going to chalk, and then we will, when we get that far, and here, I'm taking it out because the glare drives me insane. I lost you guys. And then we will start with our welcome down the board. Now you've seen these boards everywhere because they're very popular. And there's so many different things you can do with them. Like, you don't have to chalk anything up here. I've seen a lot of people just wrap either jute or ribbon or a bow. I mean, you don't have to chalk the whole thing. You know, me, I like to chalk. So I think, so my front door is burgundy. Kind of currant jam color. This is very similar to the color of my front door. And my house is kind of it's not really cream. It's probably more of an iced coffee color. Where's my iced coffee? This is more the color of my house. And then this is my front door. Which, let me tell you, I hate the color of my house. One day I'm painting this sucker. It's a big house, though, so I'm not painting it anytime soon, just because I don't like the color. That would be frivolous, and I'm just not that frivolous of a person. So I was thinking maybe we would do the flower in currant jam, and then the leaves in fawn. And then we'll do the words in fawn. I want to do fawn because I want it to be brighter, so that it shows up. And fawn is a lighter color than the iced coffee. So it's more bold. It's more white. Where iced coffee definitely has more of that khaki green in it. So I am stirring up my chalk paste, and I'm going to carefully make sure all my little lines are down. You do have to be careful with transfers like this because they have so much detail to them. You really want to just make sure that you have everything all squished down. Now, it would be really easy for me to just do it all in one color and use the big boy, and I'd be done. But, you know, we don't want to be that easy. We gotta make it a little more challenging than that, right? So I'm gonna stir up my currant jam and attempt to do my flower in currant jam. I'm probably gonna need two squeegees to do that. And then we'll do our fawn. Actually, maybe I'll just use the little squeegee on our currant jam. So I'm just gonna start. I dip my squeegee in my chalk paste, and I just start covering up my silk screen. This is a gorgeous color, and I say this pretty much every time I use it. This is the color came in my kit when I joined the company. And I was like, oh my God, I hate that color. What am I ever going to use that color for? Holy cow. I use this color all the time. And it is so funny to me. I'm very predictable, I've decided. I see things that I'm like, oh my gosh, no, never. Never ever am I going to use that. And then they become like the one my go-to. The one I use all the time. So, I mean, at least I'm predictable. But it is something I have noticed about myself. Maybe I'm too judgy, right? You can say it, it's all right. I won't be offended. Maybe I should be, try something and not just judge a color by its color. I should judge the color once I use it by how beautiful it turns out on my project. Or there's transfers like that too. There's a couple transfers out there that I'm always like, I am not buying that transfer. And then I'll watch a video of a designer using it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta own that transfer. Very predictable. Okay, so I think I have it in the right places. And I am going to need to work relatively quickly here because I've got a lot of screen space. And now it's time to start getting my fawn on. And I just stuck my fingers in my current jam. So now I have, oops, that's iced coffee. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly do my leaves. Again, I just dip my squeegee right in my chalk paste. Now the key here is don't touch the currant jam. Don't get that because they'll bleed together. So I'm going to do my quick swipe of the space I want to do, and then I'm going to go back with a smaller squeegee and do my detail work to get in that edge because I don't want to pick up that color. If I pick up that color, I will bring it with me throughout the rest, and I don't want to do that because then you end up with pink, and I don't want pink. I want pretty colors. Okay, so I'm paying attention to where I have the painter's tape because already I can tell I've swiped places I didn't want to swipe. That's because I'm busy talking to you guys. If you guys were doing this project on your own, you would be paying much more attention and you would not make all the mistakes I make. I simply make the mistakes because I'm too busy yapping. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to use my multi-purpose tool and I'm going to get in, oops, don't stick my finger in it, or my hand in it. I'm going to go back into these. The multi-purpose tool makes this much easier to do because again it works like a pencil. So I can get in there. I have a wipe handy for when I get it in the red because I want to pull, I want to wash it off right away if I get it on because I am getting very close to it. It's kind of like living on the edge. Okay, so again I'm going to start over here. And oopsie, and see what I did? I got it in. So I'm going to show you how you can try to get rid of it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So what you can do when you get a color mixed that you didn't want mixed, and it doesn't always work when you're using a white. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to scrape that off so I get the excess red off. And then what I do is I dip my finger in the color and I'm just going to try to cover it up. Sometimes this works. It works easier when the colors aren't like white like this is. But we'll see. Maybe it'll work. But it's very hard to do a color like this, or the project like this where you're doing the colors so close to each other and not have it do that, where you pick it up. Okay, I'm going to pull. If nothing else, we'll wash off and put it back down. Okay, so we have half a flower. Then I will stick my transfer in my water bath and wash it off. So I have got one spot here that I didn't want chalk. So just wash that bad boy off right there. And now I have my flower, which is exactly what I wanted. Ooh, looks good. And I was successful in here. There's a little bit of pink, but not like, oh my God. You know, you and I are the only ones that are going to see that because we're scrutinizing it. Okay, so we have our flower, and then we will start with our welcome down the board. And, oh shoot, don't do that. We will do that next in phase 2. So this is step 1. Step 2, we will do down the board. We will also probably do our buffalo plaid on our gray guy. Carol's got to run taking dinner over to baby Vincent. Oh, you better start posting pictures. I need to see this baby. Oh, good for you, Carol. Enjoy that baby. Get some good snuggles, and oh, they smell so good when they're so new like that. Carol became a new grandma this week, so she's very excited. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you today, for now. I don't know if I'll be later. I'll message you if I get. Thank you, Virginia. I agree. I love these flowers. I think they're very gorgeous. Just love them. I use them a lot. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. So this is our welcome board. This is the beginning of it. It will say welcome all the way down as we go. Which I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that because you guys can't see. So it's going to be interesting, as I'm probably just going to have to keep moving the board down. But we've got our beginning. So this is a very modern take on really a farmhouse look. This, because obviously it's called the modern floral. So you can get really creative with these boards. So I'm hanging up now. Have a lovely dinner. Maybe you'll see me later. Probably not, though. We'll probably finish this up tomorrow. But if I get an opportunity later, I will finish it up later. And I'll let you know that I'm going live before I do it. Because I know you're all on the edge of your seat now. You got to see. You just want to be entertained by watching Maria attempt to line these up equally spaced and centered down the board. Yeah, you know, Maria's board is going to look like this, right? They'll be half off, hanging. Oh, maybe we should do that. Maybe I should just take the pressure off myself and just kind of, that's not a bad idea. That would remove my pressure. I don't know. We'll see. I really think they should be straight, but it's a challenge for me. I'm special. I'm Make and Maria. I'm your independent Chalk Couture designer. Thank you so much for watching me. And I will see you again soon, and we will finish up our board. Thanks so much. Have a great dinner if you're having dinner. Otherwise, I'll be back at you soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.